Alright, welcome back. This is the part one of the 1960s DC comic book Batmobile build. Um, as you can see, I have a lot of these parts primed and ready to go. Of course, the first thing that I did was to wash all the parts down first with some soap and water. Let them soak for a little bit. Brushed them all down with a little used toothbrush. Rinsed them off and let them dry for a little bit, and then I came back and we started doing some priming. As you can see, I had this nice little setup here, and I actually left most of the parts on the tree or sprues. Made it easier to basically, prime. Most of these components are the engine section. So yeah, and also the suspension and a couple other things, but you get the idea. I'm just kind of slowly turning this around, hope it stays in the camera for you. But most of these parts do have paint, as far as the painting suggestions on the instructions. That's why I just chose to kind of do it this way and just do it all at once with the primer. But yeah, as you can see, this is my little setup. I'll do a final turn here, and of course this has been sitting in the garage for a couple of days just to have the primer get acclimated to the garage before I come back and start sanding it down, things like that nature. Over here, of course, I went ahead and primed the main body of the Batmobile, so that came out real nice. There's a lot of details in here as far as the panels, the doors, and stuff like that. And of course, I didn't spray this all at once, just light coats between each drying time. So basically, this is all set and ready to go as well. Give a little turn here, so you can see both sides, the front and the back, and came out real good. So there you go. That was the main body there. And I set this off here. Of course, we have some other little parts here, the door panels. I didn't realize this until I got closer inspections, but actually we have a rifle in here on Robin's side of the passenger door, so that was pretty interesting. And of course, then we have the dashboard. These are a couple of little springs, and this might be like a monitor or something that gets put somewhere. But again, these are all primed and everything ready to go for their individual paint colors. Come over here, and basically have our bucket area where the seats are at in the center console. And then we have our mufflers and for the undercarriage. So that's that. And there we go with the kind of the floor pan area, and heading back towards the trunk area. So that's all been primed and ready to go. And then we've got the hood of the car as well, nicely primed. Like I said, we just did a lot of light coats on this. So it's a nice even pattern. So that is done. Now, as far as the little figurines, I don't know if you can see this or not, but the instructions, had you put it together like one little piece at a time, which I did. But when I put the head on for the first half of his body and then connect the other half where his cape is, I'll do kind of backwards here, but there's a lot of gap between the head and the neck and the body. So I actually ended up putting some putty in there, smooth it out, let that dry, re-sanded it with some wet sanding paper, and got it to where it's more of an even distribution between the cowl, his cowl, and his cape. So, and then after it was reasonably done, then I went ahead and primered him down with a nice light coat, because I didn't want to obscure any of the detail of the figure of Batman. So he's set and ready to go. I'll put him off to the side here too. Of course, here we got the we have the chassis that goes underneath. So of course that again too has been primed and ready to go. So we're pretty much all set. The one issue I had with this kit, I don't know, because it seems like when I'm buying these kits, I'm always missing some parts or something. But when it comes to the Robin figure, one thing that was missing when I opened up the package that contained the two figures is I got Robin's face for his first half, but he's got no back head. So I'm going to have to try to figure out, sorry about that, I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to kind of sculpt the back of his head. Of course, we can, have one of Robin's good old cliches saying, holy half a brain Batman or something like that, but we'll have to figure him out. Maybe go down to Michael's. They got some maybe some sculpting clay or something, or I don't know if plumber's putty or some sort of putty that we can make a round ball to it and attach it to the back end of Robin's head there and let it set, and hopefully it'll stick just enough to where we can paint and detail it, make it look like it's one piece. So. But that's the one piece that I'm missing out of this figurine. The rest of it, I kind of put the rest of this figure together for right now, and I'll find a way to kind of stick the head into between the two body parts. But that's where we're at right now with this build. And like I said, I'll have another part where I'll probably start putting the engine together first and a couple other things, but that's pretty it for right now. As far as this part 1 series is concerned, just the prep time. So like I said, until then, we'll call this one a wrap, and until next time, get ready for part 2 with the actual painting process. So we'll catch you later. Have a good day, and thanks for watching.